What's going on, YouTube?
What's up?
Big 3 Boxing, baby, coming live at you from Toucan's Tavern. As always, today is going to be live, raw, and uncut. We're posting this shit. We don't want to bug Jimmy today. We're going to let him drink his whiskey in peace. You know, our homeboy, it's actually Big 2 Boxing because now we got this little motherfucker.
He's going to be out of commission for a while.
He's icing his little nuts over there. I guess he got butterflied and shit over the weekend, you know. So he's got a little Chris Jenner or some shit. I don't know. I think he changed his gender or some shit like that. You know how Tony does it. He's a little, extravagant and shit. You know, he's a 2021. He's a millennial, dog. So I hope you're feeling better, little weasel. Go ahead and ice the clam. You know, put them fucking peas on your little nuts.
Yep.
Anywho, today, since we said we're gonna be raw and uncut, we're gonna let my homeboy Parker. He's got some facts to shoot today. I did my fact checking last week for everybody. And I'm going to let my homeboy take it away right now because these are some interesting facts. Listen up. This is to add on to my rant from last week. Just shooting facts. You know how we big three boxing does it. We ain't fucking around. So what do you got, Parker?
Well, first of all, I like to say that...
How'd you like my rant, by the way, last week?
I like it.
It was a rant, but it was all facts, right?
Yeah, all facts. We don't say bullshit. We don't
No,
talk
I
bullshit,
know.
you know. So, first off, I'd like to say congratulations to Tom Flores getting a commercial.
Oh, yeah.
And getting his own beer can with
Raiders.
I'd like to say we've been voicing our opinions that he should be in the Hall of Fame. First minority to win a Super Bowl with the minority.
Absolutely.
Quarterback in Jim Plunkett, Mexican-American, both.
Right.
4-time Super Bowl champion, 2 as a head coach, 1 as an assistant with John Madden, and 1 as a player. How is he not in the Hall of Fame?
What the fuck? All those fucking rings and no Hall of Fame. Why do you think?
Because he's Mexican. They overlooked that. So you see, it seems like Mexicans got to do more to get the credit.
Yeah, we got double the work to do apparently. What the fuck? But 4 fucking rings. Come on,
and it
guys.
goes to what Canelo's doing right now. He's got
Exactly.
to do, you know. But so what you guys were talking about, and this is when we started our channel. It was a direct shot at LDBC.
Yeah.
Just being biased, and we don't play that. We've always given credit to everybody that's earned it.
That's
Fighters
right.
in the history that earned it. We're not basing it on color or anything like that.
Facts.
Just facts.
Not feelings.
Facts, not feelings. So they keep discrediting Canelo, saying he's not pound for pound number 1. Everybody else has Canelo number 1 except for ESPN. Everybody, like Boxing Writers of America, BoxRec, Boxing Scene, any boxing outlet that you can think of, they have Canelo number 1. But ESPN and LDBC don't have him, and they say they happen. The LDBC mentioned that they don't have him number 1. They don't even have him on the list.
I was gonna say I don't even think. Bitch, forget about number 1. They don't even have him on the
they don't
on
have
the
him
list
because they say he tested positive, but they don't keep they don't keep the same energy with their own people, because Roy Jones tested positive 5 times.
Yeah.
The legal amount, 5 times higher the legal amount. I've never seen a video discrediting Roy Jones or James Toney when they're on the pound for pound list, and they didn't discredit Sugar Shane Mosley when he admitted he was on barcode.
Yeah.
All steroid out.
And he won that fight against Oscar, but that was a badass fight.
It was.
That
a
was
good
part
fight.
2, and he admitted that he was on Balco. You know, so but yet he's still a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, I just say keep the same energy. You cannot say, I don't have Canelo in the pound for pound list, but don't make no videos for Roy Jones, James Toney, or Sugar Shane Mosley. That's being biased.
And not only that, Canelo got cleared after that with the hair follicle test that Vada did.
You can't
also,
fake that.
So that goes back 6 months or to a year and shit. You know, the hair follicle is like that shit is deep in your fucking DNA, so you can't fake that. And plus, the amount that was found in the system was a fucking tiny milligram, like a grain of salt. That was the equivalent to what they find in contaminated meat, which he was saying the fucking truth. And how come as a matter of fact, the results just came in for the Caleb Smith, the test results. Congratulations to the Caleb Smith and Canelo. They both tested negative. They're on that 365 fucking 24 hours a day program, so they can go get tested at fucking 2 in the morning. All year round, even when they don't have a fight schedule. So right now they could be testing them. So there ain't no way to fuck around, you know. There's no way around that test. So the man was caught with that shit, but like he said, he proved them otherwise once he did the hair follicle test, which you cannot bullshit, you know. So I think that should be scratched.
You know, it's funny.
There shouldn't be an asterisk next to his name.
You know, they say because it's not believable because, you know, Mexicans, you know, have tested positive.
Right.
An American Olympian, Will Clay, tested positive, and guess what his excuse was? He ate meat in Mexico.
Hey.
How come that's not a big deal?
That's been actually a thing.
It's a fact though, but they don't believe it because it's Canelo, right? They want to discredit him. They want to say all this kind of shit about Canelo and stuff like that. Hey, you got to give credit where credit is due. Where credit is due. Canelo is the top dog in boxing right now.
There's no doubt about it, dog.
So let's compare what these clowns are saying that he's afraid of Jamel Charlo, Boo Boo Andrade. Let me go and talk about the resume. Boo Boo Andrade is 29-0, right? He has never been a real champion. He's never faced a champion that's
Boo Boo?
Boo Boo Andrade. He beat an interim champion to get the belt. This was about to turn 33 next month. His biggest win is Jack Coquet. Who's that?
Yeah, I remember that fight. Actually, I do know who he is, but he ain't shit.
They say that Canelo's afraid of black fighters, but you know, I don't want to bring race, but they keep bringing race into it. So let's dig in there. So he's 10-1 against black boxers. I'm talking about Canelo, 10-1, and he's 5-1 versus black champions, former or current champions. Danny Jacobs, he just fought Danny Jacobs, was rated higher than Charlo Andrade when Canelo fought him.
And when he fought him, he was a fucking beast. Daniel Jacobs was fucking like on his prime, you know, that motherfucker was a beast.
Charlo and Andrade didn't want to fight Jacob, but Canelo fought him and schooled him. It wasn't even close. That fight wasn't even close. Now let's look at Jamel Charlo. He has a better resume than Boo Boo, but it's still weak. He has been in his whole career. He's 31-0. Jamal Charlo. He has only beaten 3 champions. He's about to turn 31, so he's old. He's a few months older than Canelo. His biggest win is J. Rock Williams.
That was a good fight.
This is a decent win.
That was a good fight.
Win. He's a 2-division champ. Guess what Jamal Charlo and Boo Boo Andrade have in common?
What?
What's their record with Mexican champions?
I don't fucking think they ever beat a Mexican champ.
0-0. So you talk about Canelo saying that he's afraid of black boxers, but none of these guys are fighting champions. So don't believe their bullshit. They're full of shit. Let's dig in there. Canelo. Canelo has defeated 16 champions, 4-division champ. His biggest wins are Triple G, a pound-for-pound fighter, Cotto, a Hall of Famer, Kovalev, a future Hall of Famer, Jacobs, a very good fighter.
Future Hall of Famer too?
Maybe, I don't know, but he was the number 2 fighter in his division. Caleb Smith, the number 1 fighter at 168 pounds. Okay. Lara, he was the top dog when Canelo fought him and beat him.
That was a close.
Austin Trout was undefeated.
Oh, he was a
and
prime.
His confidence was high.
Just beat Cotto.
Yeah, just beat Cotto, and Canelo beat him. And I'm leaving out all the rest of that, like Mosley, but there's still good wins. Those wins, if you put them in Jamal Charlo, they would have said, oh, we got these wins. But Amir Khan, Mosley, Lopez, and Du, a former champion.
Hey, and quick shout out to our homeboy, he's our listener, Joe Arriaga. He pointed out this fact to me, that the most world titles in history won by a fighter were by Mayweather and Holyfield, which they have 11. Canelo has 10 right now. So imagine at the end of the year, like he says, he's going to be undisputed at 168 once he takes his the other 2 belts from Billy Joe Saunders and Caleb Plant. So you know, he's going to have 2 more belts. So he's going to have the most boxing titles in history of boxing. You know what? His career ain't over yet. At the end of the day, there was an interview that Eddie Reynoso just did. There are a lot of people, especially David Feitos, and a lot of Mexicans that hate on Canelo, which I don't get. Eddie Reynoso said that at the end of the career of Canelo, he should be and is probably going to be considered the best Mexican fighter in the history of Mexican boxing, which I think he's very well on his way. Chavez himself actually came out in an interview and said that he believes it too. You know, like, you know what, with all due respect,
he's only 30
to
years
Chavez,
old, bro.
Chavez said it himself, like, without due respect to Chavez, which is me, like, I think this fucking kid is gonna surpass me, and he's gonna be the best Mexican fighter ever, you know, which I think he's well on his way. You know, so I don't know. I don't know what people think about that. I know it's a big statement, but he's only, like you said, he's only 30, 31 years old. He still has a good 5 years to go. I don't see him. I don't see anybody beating him. And look at the shit that he's doing. He's fucking fighting just champion after champion after champion. He's just collecting belts.
Correct. And Crawford is not fighting.
He might have 15 fucking belts by the end of his career. Like, that's fucking unheard of. It's unmatchable.
Yeah. And I'll put it. You know, they had a max.
Yeah. All right. What?
The max on boxing. They had it today. They had a Mike Coppinger. That's
Mike Coppinger.
Chris Mannix and Sean Porter.
Yeah.
And Max Kellerman acknowledged how people are saying that ESPN only supports ESPN fighters, top-ranked fighters, because they fight on the network. So he asked those three people who they think was pound for pound the best, and they all said Canelo, and it wasn't even close. So Max Kellerman acknowledges that. So he's saying basically he still has Terrence Crawford number one. He says basically if they were in the same weight class, he felt like Terrence Crawford will beat Canelo. I disagree. They're the same height. Terrence Crawford has a longer reach. You put him in with Callum Smith and see how he looks. He can move up in weight. Why can't he move up in weight? So Canelo passes the eye test and he has a resume. So for anybody to not have him number one, it's just a plain hater.
Absolutely.
Simple as that.
I 100% agree, dog. That's fucking bullshit. I don't see how anybody can say otherwise. And just facts. Bring out facts. We're waiting for it. You know, like we're pointing out the real shit. You know, like we ain't making none of this up. You know, so give us your I Got Mail champion Devin Haney. That's what these fucking clowns are excited for. This is the future. The future looks pretty bleak. Look, you know whatever happened to their their past fighters. I think that your new generations are getting weaker and weaker. What happened to Terry Norris's, the fucking Gerald McClellan's, all these fucking killers?
I give like I'm not gonna get too deep in it, but like I think Spence is doing a great job, and my respects is to Spence. You know, even let's say even if he happened to test positive. I never took Roy Jones out of the pound for pound list, even when he tested positive. Even James Toney or Shane Mosley.
How is James Toney not in the Hall of Fame, by the way?
That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but anyways, he will get in the Hall of Fame. Fuck. But it doesn't matter if they would have if they were guilty or whatever. They're still on the pound for pound list. I'm not gonna hate on them because I see the talent.
Absolutely.
You know, so. These guys, these clowns are fucking more focused on race than on boxing, you know, and that's what when we started this shit. Who was our pound for pound number one guy? Canelo, right off the bat.
Right.
And what did we say? Whenever a Mexican is at the top, they get hated the most. Right. And I said it from Salvador Sanchez to Chavez to De La Hoya to now Canelo. You see where you see who the haters are.
Right.
It's a fact.
And did you see that interview with fucking Devin Haney came out saying that he's Floyd Mayweather Jr. reincarnated? That he's a new fucking Mayweather. What the fuck is wrong with this fucking clown? Like, this fucker has the audacity to sport this belt that they mailed to him, dog. He has never fought a championship fight. Has never fought 12 rounds. He never heard the words and knew. He never fucking beat anybody for the belt. They fucking emailed it to him and they sent him this shit in a fucking box just like the green belt that I have in my room. Fucking just like that. That's how he got it. And he fucking considers himself like have some fucking pride, you fucking dork. You know, like, are you kidding me? This motherfucker says that he's a reincarnated Mayweather. How the fuck are you the reincarnated Mayweather? Mayweather, the first half of his career, he was fighting the likes of Corrales, fucking Chicanito Hernandez, you know, fucking badasses.
Yeah, correct.
And he was killing motherfuckers.
Mayweather,
he did his time. Yeah. He fucking put in his time.
Look, Mayweather was knocking fools out in the lighter weight classes. That is a fact. So Haney's not even doing it. He couldn't even knock out Gamboa, a 40-year-old Gamboa.
Unbelievable.
If you put Gamboa with the prime Mayweather will trash him easy.
2 rounds.
So these fools are like clout chasing. How they say it, you know, clout chasing. Like they just want the name out there, you know. And who's the other? You know, there's 2 fighters.
Shakur Stevenson. Fucking that fool hasn't fought shit, and he's still fucking. You know, I see the talent. Yeah, I do see the talent. I'm not gonna trash both of them like that, but I do see the talent. But it's just a boring style, and these fools are trying to imitate the second half of Floyd's career, which this should start from putting in his work, putting in the work like Mayweather put in his work. By in the first half of his fucking career was like 85% knockout ratio. He would bring it to motherfuckers. Then he started doing the second style Mayweather, money Mayweather. Being more careful. Being more
well, you have to
boxing.
take the risk. The question is, Mayweather is either number one, or if you don't have a number one, he's definitely in the top 5 of all time. That's great. Devin Haney will never reach that level. Never.
Not even number 10 or top
ever.
20.
So for him to say that is dumb, and he just wants attention, just wants likes, and fuck that.
By the way, I found some fucking Camel Crush, so I don't have to smoke those fucking Tijuana Palm Malls anymore and shit, dog. I was fucking pissed off last week. These motherfuckers with these commercials. Anyways, we got some upcoming action for you ladies that I'm pretty excited about these fights. I know maybe it doesn't sound as good to some of you, but I like these fights.
Go to the boxing schedule.
Yeah, well, Povetkin, I just wanted to, the announcement. This is a big announcement because I want to see this fight. It's a heavyweight fight. They're not champions, but they're contenders. Povetkin versus White, Dillian White, rematch announced for March 6th. That was a badass fucking fight. I don't know if you remember that fight and shit, but I like it, so that's coming up in March 6th. I'm glad that shit got announced. We also spoke about the Miguel Berchelt Valdez. Being officially confirmed for February 20th. You're gonna owe us some money.
No.
And you know what? Although not that we hate Valdez, we fucking love Valdez, but we have to take a side. This is what puts us in a hard place sometimes as Mexicans. We have so many fucking talent, so much talent, and so many motherfuckers that we face within each other because these other guys ain't willing to face us or whatever, So we don't care if it's brown on brown crime. We just fucking want the best fights for the fans.
Fights, yeah.
And for legacy.
Yeah, Mexicans are not afraid to fight each other.
No,
they're not.
And they're risking their own. Look at Oscar Valdez is moving up in weight class, risking his When do you see all these other motherfuckers that are talking trash, risking their own?
And it's not the fighters. We're targeting the LDBC. That's what we're targeting. Those clowns. Those fools are clowns.
That's it. And then we got Caleb Plant fighting against Caleb Truex.
That's an easy win.
Whatever, what the fuck. So Caleb Plant, of course, they're giving him softballs because they want that big money fight. They don't want to risk his fucking title and his So they'll give him Caleb Truex, which is January 30th. Easy money, easy win for Caleb Plant. Joseph Jojo Diaz is fighting Rocky Mauv, which I think is the guy that beat Ronnie Rios, if I'm not mistaken. So this is going to be for Diaz's IBF Junior Lightweight title, February 13th, day before Valentine's. I like the fight. Jojo Diaz is always in exciting fights. Another guy that takes steps up, and he took Tevin Farmer's fucking cross-eyed ass fucking belt. But Tevin Farmer was always boring to me, dog. That I don't like his style. Yeah, I just want some money right now. I like this fight too, Angelo Leo versus Stephen Fulton. Because remember, this is Stephen Fulton. Do you remember that name? He's a barbershop top 10 pound for pound.
This guy's not even a champion, and he has him on the pound for pound list.
January 23, and that's for Leo's WBO Junior Featherweight title. Angelo Leo is gonna fuck him up. I got money. I hope they put that shit on the sports because I've seen Stephen Fulton. Yeah, he's good, but Angelo Leo, I like the kid. I like the kid.
Leo is with Mayweather. He's with Mayweather.
They're both with Mayweather.
Oh,
I think Fulton's Mayweather too. Yeah. So also Rolando Romero is fighting for a title fight, dog. What the fuck?
No, he won the interim champion.
That last fight when they robbed the other guy, the other poor guy.
They gave him the belt.
That's fucked up. Why didn't they do a rematch of that right away? They should have a rematch because Rolly got gifted that fight. It was bullshit. I didn't like that. Joe Smith Jr. is fighting Maxim Blasov coming up also February 13th. February 13th is going to be action-packed all over the place. ESPN, The Zone, I think Showtime has some shows. Josh Warrington's also fighting that day on The Zone. And Jojo Diaz, of course. Everybody knows that. And Adrian Broner, apparently, too. They don't know which network they're going to put his clown ass in, but he's fighting, apparently, he might come in as a middleweight or something.
I like Broner. I think he's entertaining, and I hope whoever he fights, they match him up well and he gets the win, because I think boxing needs a character like him. He's a good fighter to me, even though
he's entertaining.
Even though they talk shit on me, I always say it's hard enough to become a champion. It's even harder to become a champion in 4 divisions, and Broner has done that. So I'm giving him the credit, and I say he will eventually get in the Hall of Fame because of that.
No.
That's my
Absolutely
opinion.
not.
So
if they don't have fucking James Toney, they better not put this motherfucking clown in there, dog. James Toney was a fucking
James Toney
bad
will get in.
When?
I'm not. Look, Broner's not a first ballot Hall of Famer, but he will get in.
Oh, maybe
eventually.
like after he dies and shit. You know, maybe like fucking in like 80 years, dog. Anyways, hey, this is the best one out of them all. The best announcement, though. Finally, Juan Francisco El Gallito Estrada.
You can make money right here. It's almost even money.
Roman Chocolatito Gonzalez. What a fight! That's gonna be a fucking badass fight. The best fight of the first quarter of this year.
Not better than Valdez and Burchett.
Absolutely, I think this
so?
was gonna be better because Chocolatito brings it, dog, and he looks like rejuvenated. And you know how Gallito Estrada fights, and they know each other.
Who you taking?
Come on, what do you mean? Just because my last name's Gonzalez, I'm not taking fucking Chocolatito. I'm taking fucking Gallito Estrada to the fucking forever, in any fight.
Yeah.
I'll never bet against that motherfucker. I'm not stupid, you know. I may be crazy, but I'm not stupid.
This fight is almost even money. This is a fight where you can make money. We're gonna ride, and I'm pretty sure Tony's gonna ride with Estrada as well. It's almost even money. Prime Estrada versus not so prime Chocolatito. When they fought in their first fight, it was a prime Chocolatito barely eked out a fight with Estrada. Now you talk about a peaking Estrada versus a declining Chocolatito, and it's almost even money. So I'm putting my money on Estrada.
Me too. And I also like this fight, believe it or not, February 27 on ESPN Plus, Jamel Herring against Carl Frampton, the Jackal. It's a 12-round fight for Herring's WBO title. I like the fight because I like Jamel Herring's style. I like it. You know, he's a good fighter.
I like Herring.
You know, and we all know what the Jackal brings. And even though he is past his prime a little bit, but so Herring's not the young buck either. You know.
Yeah, he's getting old.
So I think it's an even fight.
I think this is an even fight. I'm taking Frampton, and because of Herring's last fight, I think he kind of quit. So I'm thinking Frampton's gonna bring him at the end. I feel like Herring's gonna fold, and he's either gonna get knocked out, or he's not gonna perform as well.
Right. So we got an action-packed first quarter of this year coming up. So just stay tuned, ladies. We'll be updating you next week. I'm sure we'll be. What did you get the records or no?
No,
no records. We'll have the records for you guys.
I got a question for you though.
All right.
Since Charlo and Bubu Andrade are 0-0 versus Mexican champions, let's put them together. Let's say if he happens to go, both of them face Canelo, Benavides, and Munguia. What would the record be?
Fucking 0-3. Why would you?
That's directly to the LDBC.
That's why they don't want to fight them, because these fuckers will lose their little precious that they care so much about. Instead of fucking shooting for legacy like the Mexican fighters, these fucking LDBC fighters or the guys that are the LDBC are fans of, they shoot to protect that because Mayweather. There's only gonna be one Mayweather, guys. Don't try to fucking copy that guy. Risk that fucking go for legacy. Mayweather established his legacy before he started protecting that fucking You know, so first go for legacy. And then fucking protect that because that ain't worth shit. That's what it's worth zero. You know, at the end of the day.
Mayweather earned his stripes. Don't try to be like Mayweather. Be your own self.
Yeah, so fuck those guys. But anywho, that was it for this week's episode. We'll be back next week. I'm sure we'll go to the Weasel's Cantina. I'm sure that he'll be healed, nice and healed. You know, he'll have a new clam and everything. We got butterfly. So fuck it. We'll shoot something next week before the next fights.
And go Rams.
Let's go Rams. Hopefully they do win it because I got some money on these motherfuckers. He won me some money this week, so let's do it.
He's a closet Ram fan right here.
Fuck that. Fucking Niner fan, baby.
Hey, you should hear the conversations that he's having with me.
I do bet more on the Rams than this fucking guy. He's a Rams fan and shit.
Who took your money?
I think I made more money on the Rams this year than you. You know? I think I fucking made more money. But anywho, till next week, ladies and gentlemen, we're out.
Peace.
Peace.